Okay, so we are here with Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. This is the GOG version from GOG.com. It's the CD version, the talkie. So I figured I'd play the one that everyone has. Only minor modification from the original config. Sorry, coffee. From the original config to make it run on my. I use my MT32 instead of the integrated stuff. So let's get to it. Haven't played this game in a long time. I'm very excited. Oh yeah. I remember enjoying this one a lot. Bum, ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 bum. Started by Hal Barwood and Nora Falstein. Shall be talking about them quite a bit. Programmed by Michael Stimmel, Ron Baldwin, all the old LucasArts dudes. Tony Shea, Sean Clark. I know I've talked about Tony Shea, but in other stuff. Brett Barrett. And voice technology by Eric Wilmunder. Alright, interactive. I remember now.
Alright, Jones. How you gonna find that statue and all this junk? Oof.
Yeah, this is like, I wonder if Half-Life took some inspiration from this, the interactive intro. Okay, let's see here.
Marcus thought Potlatch Indians carved this. Looks like a movie prop to me. It's from the Shamet collection. Very sharp. It's from the Shamet collection. Very sharp.
It's actually not a bad indie voice they do.
Looks like beadwork from the Phoenix collection. So the animation is better than I remember. Oh, the music is fun. I don't need them. They're just textbooks.
Maybe I want textbooks.
I think I've read them all. There's nothing of importance here.
Dig sites.
There's nothing of importance here.
Books on statues.
These books don't look familiar. Uh-oh.
Clint Bajakian. Good music guy. And Pete McConnell. And Michael Z. Land, of course. Chinese music system by? No. Okay. That's the next scene.
Better get that roof checked. It's a book ready to fall. A cheap copy of a Siamese idol.
Featuring the voices of Doug Lee as Indy. And all these other people.
I'll be. Here's what I've been searching for. Strange looking thing. I wonder where Marcus picked it up.
that being super unique in this game. That there was an interactive intro. Oh, that guy looks German.
I'm back.
Indy? You don't look at all well, Dr. Charles.
Exploring our collections can be dangerous, Mr. What was your name again?
Smith.
Of course.
Tell me, did you find a lock to match my key?
You bet I did. Take a look.
What are you waiting for? Let's open it.
Why not? It's an obvious fake.
It's a fake.
But I believe we are opening a new chapter in history.
My word, Indy, a small metal bead. Jewelry, perhaps?
I still think it's a fake.
Then you won't mind if I take it.
Really, Mr. Smith?
Stand back, gentlemen.
I hope you've got a getaway car waiting. You'll need one.
What is fakes?
Nice.
He got away.
But we got his coat, Marcus. Hey, what's this? Klaus Kerner, huh?
Good Lord, Indy, the man's some sort of agent from the Third Reich. What does the spy want with a Buddhist statue?
I lied, Marcus. I don't think it's a phony. I can't place the style, but it's old.
Look what else our friend was carrying. An old copy of National Archaeology. And there you are in Iceland.
Yeah, field supervisor for the Jastro expedition. My first real job.
Who's the woman?
Sophia Hapgood. She was my assistant, a spoiled rich kid from Boston, rebelling against her family.
Of course.
Where is she now?
She gave up archaeology to become a psychic.
How odd.
You can say that again.
Indy, Kerner found you. What if he finds her? We should warn the woman.
You're right.
That was fast.
I want to know more about that statue. You know, Marcus, the coldest year of my life was the one I spent in Iceland with Sophia.
New York City? All right.
Hello there.
The show sold out, sir.
But
No seats, no standing room, no exceptions.
this was taken a long while ago, when I thought we might like each other. It's today's paper. It's today's paper.
It sure is.
I can't make a call. I'm out of nickels.
Nah.
It's unlocked.
Oh, it's Biff.
What do you want, pal? This ain't no ticket office.
I'm here to enjoy Madam's outrageous orations.
This ain't that kind of show.
Oh, of course not. Madame Sophia is a serious thinker.
Don't kid around, pal. You're talking about my idol.
No kidding. I think she's the greatest.
Me too. There's something about her.
Yeah, she's very smart.
Smart? I'll say, you know what I really like? It's the way she...
The way she makes things easy to understand?
That's it. All that smart stuff seems so easy when I'm listening to her. Say, you're okay for a college boy. Come on in.
Yeah!
Excuse me.
Aha! You must be the new doorman. About time they got rid of Biff. He was such a pushover.
I want a reading with Miss Hapgood.
Are you crazy? During the show? Write her a letter. Wait! You can't go out there. Take it easy and watch the show.
Here, my friends, is Atlantis, as it might have appeared in its heyday. Glorious, prosperous, socially and technically advanced, beyond our wildest dreams.
Spaceship.
5,000 years ago, while everyone else still wore animal skins, the mighty spirits of Atlantis dared to build a city where knowledge and power were united in true happiness. Centuries later, the famous philosopher Plato wrote about it. He placed Atlantis on a continent out in the deep ocean and described how it was divided into 3 circular parts, such as you see here.
Isn't she something? She can go on for hours.
Excuse me.
Shh. She's just coming to the exciting part.
What befell the serene city? We may never know for sure. Was it the sea level slowly creeping higher, or the earth itself suddenly shifting? However it happened, panic must have gripped the citizens on that fateful day when proud Atlantis sank beneath the waves.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or perhaps it was a volcanic eruption, and something remains even now. On some questions, the great spirit who guides my thoughts, the all-seeing Nurab Sal, is silent.
I've been through this 100 times. The woman never stops.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what now?
You look tired. Wouldn't you like to call it a day?
Nah, sooner or later I get to run the ghost out there. That's always a big moment.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what now?
Isn't there something you'd rather be doing?
Like what? Show business is my whole life.
Don't you ever read?
Sure, it's a hobby of mine.
What if I give you something to read?
I might take a look.
How about the newspaper?
It's today's paper. Here.
Well, the late edition. I wonder if the Dodgers won. Watch the lights while I find out, okay?
Sweet. Time to save. Oh, look at that. There's autosaves. I forgot about that. Paper. Push. Left lever. Push. Right lever. Oh, that looks good. Push. Bouton.
There it goes.
Yay.
And I still feel the presence of Atlantis through... May I present Nurab Sal, the great Atlantean god of
Deceit.
deceit. Thanks, Indy. Indiana Jones? You've got some nerve. Go back, you big jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Good night, folks. Come on, mister. I've got a few words to mince with you.
Yee.
I'd say it's about time.
I do like their back and forth.
Oh, no!
Looks like Kerner got here first. Stay put. No one here. Nor here either.
Oh, that's too bad. They got away with something. That was awesome. Just pops out of the ground. Whoop. Hello, I'm going to make a German phone call.
Fantastic view. We found the treasure we see.
I am German.
That's the second time Kerner slipped away. What does a Nazi spy want with old statues?
Have you seen the newspaper? Listen to this.
Oh.
Germans claim victory in worldwide race to smash the Uranian atom. Chief scientist Dr. Hans Uberman announced his plan to harness new sources of energy for the Third Reich.
So? Practical results are years away.
Of course they are. That's why they're looking for the power of Atlantis.
Be serious. I used to think you'd make a good scientist. Yet you stole things from my expedition. Artifacts such as archaeology has never seen. You're lucky I don't have you arrested.
Oh, hello. That was fast.
So what if I kept a few pieces for
Fun
myself?
hair.
Look for a small coppery bead under those clippings in my desk.
Bead. I got one of those.
What do you know?
Kerner missed the grand prize.
What?
My necklace. Watch closely. The bead is made of orichalcum, the mystery metal first mentioned by Plato. Now I'll place it in the medallion's mouth.
I think what was it, Jenny, who writes into the show sometimes. She's got a cool replica of that from Maya Pixelskaya. Looks really cool.
Did you see that?
Yeah, creepy. Is your electric bill paid up?
That was Nurab Sal. His spirit is close.
Yeah, yeah.
Closer than Atlantis, that's for sure. Suppose I gave this orichalcum business any credence, which I don't.
Decisions.
You may have just used the last bead.
Shh! I'm getting something.
Oh, God.
Nurab Sal speaks. He bids us find the... what? A book, yes. The Lost Dialogue of Plato.
Another fine myth. That book is a legendary hoax.
What if the Nazis have already found a copy? You ever think of that?
How did the Nazis get interested in Iceland?
Antiquities dealers probably told them about me.
Nice friends you have. Who's working there these days?
Bjorn Heimdall, I believe.
Maybe we should pay him a visit. What do you say?
I thought you'd never ask.
Off to Iceland. See anything here? That's a mini use. The encampment. The old dig site.
It brings back a lot of memories of the Jastro expedition.
Oh, I got my whip.
It's an eel figurine trapped in ice. It's an eel figurine trapped in ice. Pardon me.
Dr. Indiana Jones, I believe, and Madame Sophia Hapgood. This is my dig site now.
Yeah, we
Go
know.
away.
I thought you were digging up Norse graves in Denmark.
I was. Obviously now I'm not.
What a jerk.
Not feeling very friendly today, are we?
I like solitude. It helps me think.
Doctor, what do you expect to find here?
The secret of Hyperborea. That's what the Greeks called Iceland, you know. You've read how they sailed north to a fog-shrouded land and how they never set foot upon it? Ha! After traveling thousands of miles, mere fog wouldn't turn them back. Some idiots claim they were repelled by ghosts. Poppycock, you know what actually stopped them, Sean?
I don't know, but maybe Sophia has an idea.
Forget it. I'll just tell you. They were stopped by a force field put here by beings not of this earth.
Oh, come now.
That's fascinating, Doctor. Have you ever heard of Plato's Lost Dialogue?
Yes, there are rumors about such a book, but I've yet to see it. There are two people you might want to visit. Charles Sternhardt in Tikal, a shady fellow, who claims he translated the whole thing. And Philippe Costa in the Azores Islands. As a researcher, he's a farce, but he's a sharp traitor.
Why did these beings show up here?
I am convinced that these travelers came to Earth to form colonies like Atlantis, using Hyperborea as a spaceport. Up north here, we're close to the ether. It's a perfect landing site.
Sure.
So what's the link between Hyperborea and Atlantis?
Right, the Yastro expedition, the one you both worked on. Recently I saw pieces from it, pieces that are clearly Atlantean.
I see. Somebody must have been selling them.
Go ahead, blame it all on me.
So you completely discount the supernatural?
Completely. If it's supernatural you want, talk to Sternhardt and Costa.
What is this thing you're working on?
The bronze eel here? Oh, it's probably a homing beacon for wayward spaceships. Soon I'll have it out of the ice.
So long.
Good luck, fellow believer.
I don't know if I'm a fellow believer. Okay, so we're gonna go to Tikal.
It looks like someone's still living here.
Save. Yeah, the autosaves are probably... anyways. Go to Tikal.
Let's head for the airport.
So we are going to go to Tikal first. It's actually a good UI they made here using the indie traditional map. La Jungle.
He looks like a jungle rodent. It's a snake. I hate snakes.
You sure do. I think the snake needs a little bit of assistance. Oops. that right. So it's this entrance. Nope, back in the jungle, please.
That critter's too far away.
Okay, but I don't want to get too close. Nah. Hee.
Good old Mother Nature. It looks pretty flexible. Wow, some bridge.
Hi, Indy.
What the?
Hello. How did you get over here?
While you were off bushwhacking, I found a path.
What do we do now?
We better find Sternhard.
A monument to the genius of the Mayans.
Just a minute. That's my shop. Can I help you with something?
Postcard, replicas of the temple, souvenir mugs.
No thanks, Mr.
Charles Sternhard, Ph.D., independent thinker, researcher, and merchant.
Well, what can you tell us about Plato's Lost Dialogue?
I'm the one who translated it, I can tell you that. I'd worry you were here to steal my last copy, but someone called Mr. Smith beat you to it.
Burn it.
Oh, no. What can you tell us about Mr. Smith?
He showed up last week, a tall man with a German accent and a pistol. He could have taken all my souvenirs, but he only wanted the lost dialogue.
What can you tell us about the temple?
Glad you asked. The locals claim Mayan Indians built it. Now I ask you, does this look like the work of primitive savages, or does it seem much too civilized?
Can we take a look inside?
How do I know that you aren't a pair of silly tourists? I only show the temple to reputable scholars.
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones. Is that scholarly enough?
Indiana? Sounds like the name of one of your states, or possibly a cat.
Nope,
Actually,
dog.
it was the name of a dog.
Bah!
Sophia. I'm hoping to find some evidence of Atlantis here.
Evidence is easy. You're surrounded by it. Proof? Now that's hard.
I'd really like to explore the temple.
Tell me the name of the lost dialogue of Plato.
I don't know the title.
Title! Well, at least you're an honest man.
Now the pirate seems to know something about that.
Title?
Hermocrates! A friend of Socrates! Well now, let me guess.
Hey,
Yes?
It's kind of a silly puzzle, but whatever.
You and the little woman decided to take home that special mug, eh?
about exploring the temple.
Tell me the name of the lost dialogue of Plato.
The Hermocrates.
That's it. That's it.
Well now, perhaps I was wrong. You seem to know what you're doing. Walk this way, please.
I don't trust this guy, Indy.
I know what you mean.
Come on. Here we are. See what you can do.
Looks like it could use a nose. This one looks different, more deeply etched. I can't move it. I can't. Years of tarnish have it all gummed up. Engraved symbols of water and life. Excuse me, Sophia.
What's up?
Could you talk to Sternhardt and keep him occupied?
Okay. Dr. Sternhardt, I'd like to speak to you.
Way back in the corner. Alright, so it's too tarnished. Let me get my hands on that lamp. Now that
Good thing that pest Sternhardt's not around. It's a lamp filled with kerosene.
Excuse me, won't you? Let's see what your friend is up to.
Better not spill the kerosene.
So, you took my lamp, eh? I hope you know what you're doing.
Look, the kerosene ate away the tarnish.
Remarkable.
Now I got it.
Marvelous.
It's a stone carving.
use that guy on that guy.
It fits perfectly.
It's an
Now it looks kind of like an elephant.
Amazing.
Look at that.
Astonishing. Bless my soul, the tomb of an Atlantean king. Here's a small stone disc with images of land and sea engraved on it. I do believe it's a world stone. At last I have the thing. Goodbye, fellow seekers.
Wait!
Oh no, he got away!
By got away, you mean he slowly walked away. Oh, there's a shiny bead. We like those.
Looks like a bead of orichalcum. Too bad for Sternhardt. He missed the orichalcum bead. Who knows? Maybe it is the tomb of an Atlantean king.
Alright, I guess we're done here. Walk the path around jungle. Okay, let's head back to Iceland. To Iceland.
Let's find the airport.
The Aeropuerto. I guess the university pays for all this flying. No, that doesn't look good.
Too bad. He's frozen solid. A little too dedicated to his work, I guess.
It's not nice, Indy. Ooh.
It looks like a bead would fit in the eel's mouth. It looks like Heimdall managed to chip the eel head free. I have one bead. It fits perfectly. Whoa!
Look, it melted itself right out of the ice.
Well, that's handy. Let us take it.
It's a bronze coil.
Okay, I guess that's all we gotta do here. Let's head to the Azores. again. My truck.
Let's head for the airport.
Okay. Ooh, that's nice. I always have a very vivid memory of this particular scene in the game for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I always remember I really
This is
like...
his house?
This is it.
I really like kind of the, I guess how to explain it, the depth, because you got the area up here, which is very close, the road's a little bit further away, steps go down to it, and then you have kind of the background. So yeah, it's kind of, it's a very deep scene without, you know, I'm not an artist, I'm not using the right words, but there's a lot of depth to it, so yeah, up, and it just keeps flying back into the mountains, so I don't know. Even when I was a kid, I always thought this was a very cool background.
Mr. Costa?
This better be important.
Be firm, but polite.
Okay.
I suppose you're selling something. If it's not a priceless artifact, I don't want it.
I hear you know something about Plato's lost dialogue.
Maybe so, maybe no. Who are you?
It's not who I am, it's what I'm after that's important.
Not in my book. Goodbye.
Nice going, Indy. I could have done better.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
Listen,
Yes?
Alright, let's see if Sophia can do something about this.
here, you talk to the man.
My pleasure.
Oh, I'm in control of Sophia, so let open the door.
Mr. Costa!
This better be important.
He's a touchy old bird.
Watch and learn, Dr. Jones.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Professor Costa, my name is Sophia Hapgood.
Madam Sophia? A renowned psychic?
Of course.
I hope my friend didn't pester you too much.
He's a friend of yours? Well, no, he didn't pester me that much.
He just has to learn to be more tactful.
You said it. He's ruder than I am. How can I help you?
What can you tell us about Plato's lost dialogue?
What do you want to know?
Do you have it?
Nope.
Have you read it?
Nope.
Do you know what's in it?
Not exactly.
Can you get it for me?
Sorry.
So he's useless.
Do you know where we could find it?
Well now, that depends. I might trade the information for a rare Atlantean artifact, such as a certain necklace I've heard about.
I'll never trade away my necklace.
Well then, if that's how you feel, surprise me.
Would you do business with my friend here?
Madame, I'll do business with anyone.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye for now.
At your command, madame. Don't be a stranger now.
He's a sweet old guy.
Trade, huh?
Well, we do have another Atlantean artifact.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I think you better take over.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
I like that concept of how you switch control.
Mr. Costa?
You again? What do you want?
Let's talk about a trade.
Okay, what you got?
I'm offering this mysterious eel figurine.
Now that looks interesting. You've got a deal, mister.
Yay!
Now listen carefully. I don't know exactly where to find it, but the lost dialogue of Plato is in the Ward collection. Got that?
I think so. The Ward collection.
The Ward
Very
collection.
good. Nice doing business with you.
Wow, that was fast.
The Ward collection? You know something, Sophia? I believe Barnett College owns the Ward collection.
Dr. Uberman, fantastic news.
Colonel, at last!
See what Herr Jones has kindly provided.
What on earth?
Isn't it amazing?
And now since
You
we're Nazis.
fool! You come back to show me this prehistoric knick-knack?
Herr Doctor, I believe this knick-knack, as you call it, comes from the lost city.
Then we have failed. I see no evidence here of some magical metal Plato called orichalcum.
Look here. Concealed in the base is a small shiny bead.
And it glitters like fire, exactly as Plato described.
It's my guess we found the treasure we seek.
I never guess. We must test.
We're Nazis, so we electrocute things. That's what we do.
My God.
We've done it! The energy of uranium without any radioactivity! And those smart American scientists know nothing!
That gives me an idea. Suppose I place the bead inside the statue's open mouth.
It's a little RC car.
You saw that? Think of trucks powered by these beads. Think of tanks. Think of airplanes.
Use your imagination, Colonel! Think big like the Americans! Think of war!
Boom. Meanwhile, back at Barnett College. Which is in... not Boston. I don't remember. It looked like Chicago. I don't know. My indie lore isn't super good.
So why are you dragging me in here?
This is Caswell Hall. We store all our junk here.
You think Plato's lost dialogue is junk?
I used to. Now I'm not so sure.
Well, when you figure it out, I'll meet you in your office.
Okay, let's find the dialogue. So it's the Ward collection. Okay, let's go to our office. I think we're gonna need some stuff.
Well, don't just stand there. Go find Plato's lost dialogue.
Yeah.
Phew. Guess I should have cleaned it out. I guess it's mayonnaise, but it looks like used motor oil.
Gross. Okay. Back to it. Okay, in we go. Mayonnaise. Well, back to the intro.
I believe it's part of the old Pierce collection.
Actually, let's go back down. I don't want to go up yet.
It's a greasy old towel.
Could always use one of those.
It's hot. It's very hot.
Yeah, maybe I won't touch that. Let's get some coal. Upstairs, upstairs, upstairs. Dun, dun. Very academic music.
It's an old lecture hall desk, complete with a wad of gum, I'll bet.
Gross.
It sure is gooey.
Doesn't make a lot of sense for that to be that way, but okay. Ah, yes, the arrowhead.
It's from the Shamet collection. Very sharp. The label says unidentified potsherds. It doesn't seem to open. I believe it's part of the old Sprague collection.
That's not it. I need the Ward collection.
Marcus thought Potlatch Indians carved this. Looks like a movie prop to me. It's a screw. Early 20th century, I believe.
Ha 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 ha.
Ouch! The screw came out, but that hurt. I can't unless I find a way to protect my hands. It's unscrewed.
Sure is.
It's unscrewed. It's unscrewed.
Did say he didn't recognize these.
It's unscrewed. There's nothing of importance here.
Ah, well. Can't remember. Can I get up further?
It's a hole leading to the attic. I don't think that'll work. I can't reach it.
I think I want to get into the attic. Or we can try going down. Let's go back to the furnace room. Boop, 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 boop.
It's too slippery to walk up. I think I'll stick this on my shoes for traction.
I don't know if that's realistic, but
What
sure.
do you know? The gum works!
Oh, that's the bookcase.
Another cat idol. It looks odd. I believe it's part of the old Ward collection.
Aha!
It's made out of wax.
The furnace might help that.
It doesn't seem to open. The wax is melting. There's a manuscript inside.
And it's catching on fire.
The Lost Dialogue of Plato.
All right, I found it. Now at last I have Plato's Lost Dialogue translated entirely. The Greek original is lost, so I've used the Arabic text I found in an Italian monastery years ago and always thought was a hoax. Now I wonder, did this remarkable book hold the secret to long-lost Atlantis? Probably not. No one will publish it, that's certain, for fear of ridicule is too great. To be safe, I've sent a copy to Ward. We can read this a little later, or maybe we will read it now. In shame, I hereby do recant the time and place whereof Critias spoke, in rendering Egyptian into Greek, he made a tenfold error. Instead of lying 3,000 miles hence, Atlantis may well have been 30,000 miles away, or perhaps it was less than 300 miles from our own shores. Likewise, it may be that the lost kingdom held sway as many as 100,000 years ago, or as few as 1,000. Socrates says, if a kingdom arose on earth beyond anywhere men might travel, then we would never hear of it. We ought to accept the lesser figure. So glorious Atlantis founded two colonies, the lesser 350 miles northwest of the city, and the greater 460 miles away southeast. The gates of the kingdom opened only with the aid of special stones. Many outposts of sunstone sufficed if the darkness concealed the tall horns. At the greater colony of moonstone was also needed, with the darkest night healed by the full moon. To approach Atlantis itself, a world stone was required as well, with the moon full of beauty unrivaled, lighting the city. Final entrance yielded only to contrary minds, and it is said that the dwellers in Atlantis had no horses nor any need of them. Or calcum, the metal that had glittered like fire. This they had instead. They cast it into the shiny beads and used them as we do minted coins, paying statues to do their work as if by magic. When their colonies were failing, wise men carved the strange devices out of amber to search for the metal, but only proud Atlantis ever yielded a supply. You have called the kingdom wealthy, but surely this is absurd. As the waters rose around their city, the kings of Atlantis, one after another, sought to hold off fate. Knowing mortal men would never rule the sea, they planned a huge colossus which, by use of orichalcum 10 beads at a time, would make them like gods themselves. Nerab-Sol was one such king. He it was, say, the wise men of Egypt, who first put men in the colossus, making many freaks of nature at times when the celestial spheres were well aligned. This I doubt. We are hearing the child's tale. Interesting. Let's save our game, because I'm dumb that way. Got dialogue. Log. Damn it. Log. That's not how you spell it. Okay, let's go see Sophia.
I got it. I found Plato's Lost Dialogue.
Really?
Our jungle friend Sternhardt is quite the scholar.
Let me see.
Boom, boom, boom. Already read it.
I don't see how this will help us find Atlantis.
Oh, just you wait. It says exactly where it is.
Didn't you notice Plato's tenfold numbering error?
So he got his dates mixed up. Why is that so important?
Plato's error means distances could also be wrong.
So what if they are?
If Plato is right, Atlantis is in the Mediterranean.
You mean 300 miles from Greece instead of 3,000?
Yes, the cradle of civilization.
You could be right. He once told me he came from the middle of the world. That's what Mediterranean means.
Mediterra.
Good old Nurab Sal. I'm starting to like him.
Wait, quiet.
Oh, God.
I think I'm getting something.
So, Mr. Sal, what's the secret?
Be patient, he's lost. But I think I know how to guide him home. Among the artifacts that Kerner stole was a small stone disc with a hole in it. I'm sure it was one of the 3 stones mentioned in Plato's book. And I didn't find it. I bought it from Alain Trottier in Monte Carlo.
Alain Trottier.
Why should he help us?
Or was it Omar Al-Jabbar in Algiers? Either way, Algiers or Monte Carlo. This much I do know. We need all 3 stones if we want to find Atlantis.
How will I find Trottier and Al-Jabbar?
Not so fast. First, I'm going to tell you a fortune. Look into my eyes. Deep into my eyes. For Pete's sake, I'm not going to hurt you. Now hold still. You are a remarkable man, Dr. Jones. You possess great strength of character. You are resourceful. You trust others and want them to trust you. The most promising path to Atlantis, therefore, is the one we both must take together as a team.
Yeah, we'll do Team Path. That's the one I wanted to do anyways.
All right, I'm convinced. You can come along.
Then let's go, partner.
Don't get any funny ideas. I'll be running the show.
You make it sound so romantic.
Okay, off to Algiers, and this is where I will call it for now, and we'll do more a little bit later. So now that we've chosen our path, we have a set of puzzles that we're going to be doing. Okay, so save. Algiers team path. Okay. Alright, see everyone in a little bit.
Battle control terminated.